Hello class, this is Hannah. I'm here for a reason and it's really interesting topic, which is what I'm talking about, exam stress for teenager and how to deal with it. More like how I normally get over it as an 8th grader junior high student. Exams are scary, right? But still, none of us just can get away with it starting from the day we learn how to write the alphabets till the last day of graduation, obviously. But I'm not so sure if it's just me. The fact that I'm still not getting used to with exams after all these 8 years of experiences. Well, pretty traumatizing. Even it's clearly just redoing all the lessons you've learned over and over again. The pressure is never zero. A bit of stress for your school period of time can be productive as it can motivate you to perform at your best. But when it starts to get in your way of not being able to study, that's when you might need to take a look at our behaviors, asking ourselves the questions, do I proceed healthy or negative habits? I'm sure we all have negative ones, but it's time to start incorporating some mentally beneficial behavior into our routine for our hopes. You may wonder why I'm giving so much attention to our mental health development while physical actions are also included 50% of the essential parts. In fact, the real answer is you can start your whole journey peacefully with a cloudy mind, am I right? And here is why our mental appearance always comes first. As you can see, it hasn't been the best year ever since COVID pandemic started, as well as some of these revolution going around in Myanmar are going pretty traumatizing, especially for youths like us, like delayed school lessons, messed up productivity, socializing, or even worse are going on in every single one of our mindsets. As a result, what I realize about myself and my surrounding is that kids around my age are slowly losing their interest in daily productive routines as much as we used to be, where we end up being more stressful in our classes. And more than that, research has shown up to 80% of kids find it harder to concentrate in online classes than in real life classrooms since there is a whole internet to keep you distracted from lessons. It's true, you really can feel the same joy you do with your classmate on screen, and the gum you sneak doesn't taste the same as in real classroom. It always hesitates you to casually ask questions to the host, caused by the lack of self-confidence. And yeah, it clearly shows how much I hate online school, but teacher, please don't reduce my mark, please. Well, too much negativity, and this may be one of the main reasons why you could be struggling with classes, especially exams, of course. Yes, the main point. Now we talk about the differences between monthly tests we took in school back then and online tests. Believe it or not, online classes are all about our self-study skill, which can be extra tough for the student who grew up with guides all along their life. Alright, I'm just gonna be honest here. I really have to thank my parents for not calling private guides for me easily when I was little and training my self-study skill to be independent. So, it's not really a big thing for me to work things out without help most of the time, I guess. But I'm totally messed up if the internet cut off, obviously. I really can live without Google. So yeah, my point is self-studying can be a pressure too since you are all on your own. If you need an answer, you can reach out to your teacher casually, but instead, you do researches, experiment on your own. Everything is up on you, and it turned out to be like you finally got to use extra energy for this, and boom, you get tired easily. And since you can get help from your online teacher as much as face-to-face conversations, everything just go through from texts, phone calls secondhand, so it must be awkward sometimes, I suppose. At times, we can often forget to give our mental health the attention it deserves. Some of our student action can be too mentally draining, such as overworking by pushing ourselves too hard with schools or exams. I will say it again, It's time to start incorporating some mentally beneficial behavior into our routine for every single one of our hopes. Next, we talk about what causes us stress, also known as the signs of emotional weakness. Not believing in yourself. According to my research in psychology, this is called a self-fulfilling prophecy. For example, if you believe you will fail a math test, you are much more likely to do worse since you have such low confidence, which means not having faith in yourself makes you emotionally weak and can possibly make you perform worse. Judging yourself for how you feel. Have you ever said to yourself a phrase like, I shouldn't feel like this when no one else's does? It's completely easy to judge yourself for how you feel, but these will just lead you to the road for emotional weakness. In reality, your emotions are one of the biggest indicators to your boundaries and what you enjoy. So, it's important to remember that all feelings are valid and deserve to be expressed. Letting others to control you. Have you ever erased your answer because someone says so? Or buy an outfit because it's popular? Being able to stand out from the crowd and being yourself is a huge sign of emotional strength. On the other hand, when you let others influence you, you might prioritize their need over your own and end up making choices that don't actually benefit you. Who knows your answer is the right one? So, while it might be hard, it's really important to remember that your wants and needs are the most important factor in your life, even when it comes to doing multiple choice questions in exams. According to the points I described, emotional weakness isn't something to be ashamed of. It takes time, it takes energy, and experiences to become stronger. So, don't be too hard on yourself if you're not there yet. Come to think of this, you have a monthly test tomorrow with 5 missing assignments and 2 essays that's supposed to be done by tonight. Well, maybe that's actually me, but still, not cheery or motivated enough to get you to your study place even if your body wants to. You're just tired, stressing over the amount of time left for you to get done. So you just scroll on your phones anyways. That's how I used to be honest, the time when I didn't know how to manage myself. And I won't let this happen to you, don't worry, we will figure it out how to get over with all these struggles in the coming topic. More like how I overcome by developing my mental strength bit by bit as a teenager. Number 1. Self-care. As a teenager being stuck at home during the pandemic for so long, you may not care about yourself enough to get 8 glasses of water, but 8 minutes of scrolling on your phone. Or when it comes to food, you dig in a bar of chocolate instead of a nutritious full meal. It doesn't seem to show much on the outside, but massively affect our inner conscious. Research has shown that what we eat affects not only our mood, but how we think as well. And if you don't eat enough, obviously the odds are you aren't gonna feel great at all. I'm not telling you to get up and eat a can of nuts to boost your study mood right now. Clearly, you can just eat a basket of walnuts because you can find the problem of your math homework. Nuts are good for your brain, but I'm sure it won't get effective immediately, I guess. Exercise and enough sleep are also vital to our health. If you just try to stay productive and care about what you eat and develop your daily routine, starting from today, your mental health will thank you tomorrow by motivating you for achieving what you desire. Number 2, creating positive thoughts. Think about it. Are your thoughts more often positive or negative? Is it positive? Is it healthy? More importantly, is it something you would say to your friend who is worried too and looking for comfort? It's always best to treat ourselves the way we do to our best friends, being there to comfort yourself with positive thoughts. It is possible to think of anything in a positive way, even when it comes to apocalypse. I swear. If you're at your lowest, Just take lots of deep breaths. Think about what you're thinking over and over again. Imagine the scenes in your favorite cartoon show with the less depressing point of views. Try your best not to panic about any situation and worry less. Every matter have an end, no matter how bad it is. Number 3. Get enough sleep. The truth is, sleep is vital to your mental health and emotional well-being. Sleep helps repair and renew all the cells in our bodies. Every time we lay down on that pillow and go to our blissfully dreams, we wash away any toxin that can build up throughout our day. With enough sleep, we can have quicker reflexes, more mental clarity, and simply just feel better. Number 4. Be present in the moment. If you find yourself struggling because you don't have enough time to finish your work before passing the deadlines and start to get stressing over stuff, try noticing the physical sensation around you, what you're smelling, what you're tasting or hearing. This will help you grow back to the reality and calm you down. Do not panic. Panicking will just make it worse, which is still hard for me to get over, to be honest. I'm the type of student that get panicked over homework deadlines even it's like days away. Remember, overworking is not the answer, so you just have to make sure to get your daily progress done. Number 5. Take lots of breaks. It's important to take a break when life gets too busy or challenging and do something we love. If that's simply watching a few YouTube videos in your cozy room, go right ahead. If you still feel like your days are too busy and you can simply try taking a moment to do some deep breathing and lower your heart rate, you yourself also need some space. It's perfectly okay to always set a you time. For the last part, number 6, don't make social media a habit. Too much time on social media, it isn't always great for your mental health, as well as by distracting you from studying. I mean, think about it. You're being an addition to staring at a little screen while typing down your essay in a rush, and now your concentration just went down to nowhere. I haven't been any happier since the day I could finally distract myself from all social media because of the revolution. You should try it sometime. Quit social for a short time and try new things like sketching or journaling or anything that can pleasure you without the electronic devices. It's always a good time to train your mental development in order to succeed. Remember, don't force yourself. It takes time. Maybe you did not do well in a recent test or a project, but that doesn't define your entirety of who you really are as a person. Instead, it's always helpful to view tips and opportunity for learning, growth, and improvement. So keep a track. Knowing and creating your own path to achieve your personal goals, ambitions, and dreams, you give success to your own definition, and by sticking to your plan, you have much higher chance of finding happiness within yourself and in your life. Be kind and take care of yourself so that you can truly be the best self. Thank you so much for watching my presentation till the end, and good luck with your journey, also for your upcoming schoolworks and exams.